Hello, how's everyone doing? Just waiting for a couple of people to join before we get started. Leave a comment if you're watching. Share the link as well if you can. How's it going then? So, I don't know if anyone saw my video on Instagram. And by the way, it's the same name on everything because branding, right? That's what it's all about. So it's Wineland everywhere. YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, but I don't really use Facebook. The Facebook one is just there because it's got all my old performances and stuff like that on it. I just wanted to keep that there. Instagram is more my thing, and I'm building up this YouTube gradually. Live music on Thursdays, and obviously I'll have some music videos coming out in the future. They'll all be on here, and when I drop my music on streaming sites, I think YouTube is one of the ones the publisher sends it to as well. So if you're a YouTube Premium user, you can also get it on here. Or if YouTube is all you use, you will be able to find it. Don't worry if you don't have Spotify. It will be free on Spotify as well. Spotify is free with adverts, but same as YouTube, innit? So, don't know if anyone's been following me on Instagram, but I lost a song I made last week. It's still on YouTube if you want to hear it. Maybe I'll recreate it, but I spent a lot of time on it, and the files got corrupted while I was saving it as a new version. It happens. So the computer was doing something else at the same time. Stuff like that can happen. But it's all good. I got new arrangement in the works for this week anyway. So every 2 weeks it'll be a new song anyway. So it's all good. And I just been getting ready. And let me check all my levels. 1, 2 seems to be good. 1, 2. Comment if you can hear, or if it sounds a bit weird for whatever reason. Let me know in the comments. I can only see YouTube stuff at the moment, so try and let me know in there. Let's have a listen. What have I got for you? I've got some chords and a bit of drums. Bit of a start, but then So what chords am I using there? I'm using A minor. Let's get the keyboard up. Alright, A minor. Go a bit higher. What was the other chords? Let's see. I can't even remember. A minor and a C. Start and the end. And a major seventh in between. So what I've been working on the last couple of days is sort of soloing, writing improvisations in different modes, and sort of trying to wrap my head around that. So I've always struggled with the use of music theory language. I'm pretty decent at playing. If you hadn't noticed, I can play alright, and I'm pretty comfortable playing around the neck. Very fluid up and down the neck. But I've always struggled in explaining the theory, so I just sort of play it, and I've studied music a long time, so I kind of know what to do from muscle memory. So what I've been trying to do in particular is improve on that, improve on my use of the language, and also expand on my improvisations and my songwriting. So what I'm going to try to do today is go from a minor to a major scale within the melody, and also within the solo, because obviously got to put a solo in. That's kind of my thing. I'm a guitarist, so yeah. And I guess that's my style. So when I write songs, a lot of people, I guess you could classify my music as pop music, sort of, in quotation, pop. Just so the way it's structured, sort of verses and choruses. But what I do that's a little bit different is I actually only write 2 verses, because I like to have a guitar solo as a verse. And the way I write my solos, the way I voice my notes on the guitar solos is more like a vocal melody, and that's a trick you can use as well if you're trying to write some sort of solos. Like, kind of imagine it as your voice, or sing along and mess about with it that way. I always find that kind of stuff really helpful. But let's put some layers on this. So I can do that one again. Forgot that C is broken, so my C2 is a little bit broken. So I just pressed it like 20 times, and you only got 2 notes. It's a bit broke. I'm gonna get a new keyboard as soon as I can, but I want to upgrade it if I'm gonna get one. So this is a decent one. I've had it for about 6 years. So I want to get a bit more of a proper weighted keys keyboard, because I prefer that. But luckily it has 49 keys, so I can play one-handed melodies and just use the octave buttons. So let's go again. Let's tidy this up. There we go. Take that one off. Don't know if the electric piano's the right sound for this one, but get some more guitars in, I think. Let's go. I'm going to make this section longer. gotta lean in sometimes because the writing is really small, and I got glasses on. Definitely need them for reading. Let's have a look. Let's get some bass. Turn it up. Do something like that. Ooh. Let's take a little bit of that. Oh, it's just over 8 bars. So, let's see. Let's have a look. So, actually, let's get in from this section where the synth comes in and build it up like that. So let me just take away this. Miss my cue. Hit a few bad notes, but watch this. We can get rid of that. Let's have a look. Well, that note makes it kind of mixolydian. Don't want that one yet. 9. So this is just over 5 bars actually. So what I'm gonna have to do is, oh, it's more like, no, it's more like just under 5 bars. Sorry. So what I'm gonna do is split the start because I wanted it to come in just before, because I like doing awkward stuff like that in my songwriting. Instead of having everything all squared up and perfectly quantized and 4 bars, 8 bars, I like sort of doing crossing over, so like, yeah, different sections of sort of treading on each other in a dynamic way. Or that is dynamics, you know what I mean? There you go, nice. Nice. And solo this, let's have a listen. I think as well we can go lower. Let's EQ it a little bit. Wrong there we go. Something like this, I'm thinking. subtle 1/16th delay or echo. Definitely need some clavs, I think. So if you can hear that on this. I bought these a while ago. I've always wanted some of these. I think they sound great. I like percussive stuff. I need some egg shakers as well. Egg shakers and tambourines are really great for adding momentum without actually changing the tempo of a track. So you can sort of double time it over the top. So like that's definitely what I'm gonna do on one of the sections in this. I've been messing about with a lot of percussion lately. If you've been listening to the clips of Burning Up on Instagram, I just think it sounds cool. A lot of the musicians that I like listening to, especially the stuff from the 70s and 80s and that, they use a lot of that kind of stuff. I've been listening to a lot of that recently, so that's where it comes from. I'll check something, 1 second. Comments. Give me a comment if you're watching, by the way. I can't see a lot of information from here, but I can see the comment section. I can keep an eye on that. So one of the things I want in this video, I've only just started doing these things, so it's building up, and one of the things that I really want is a bit of interaction. So I want people to sort of like fire some suggestions at me or challenges, and let's have some fun. And I kind of want to show how music is produced, I guess. This is like a songwriter producing process. Just sort of arranging a bit of a track. It's all being made up on the spot, right in front of you. I normally sort of like play about with the guitar like 20 minutes before I go live, and I just sort of go with it. Last time, if you watched, I had a starting idea, and then that kind of inspired the next idea, which became the song, and I sort of binned the first idea. Ended up completely losing the song, but I still did it. It's on YouTube. You can listen to it. I just haven't got the files for it. I'll have to make it again if people like it. How many seconds is this section? Let's have a look. We're on 30 seconds. Alright. It's got to go on a little bit longer for the next one. think maybe what we'll do today is write the first section and come up with the next section for next time. Maybe see how it goes. Just sort of go with the flow. Try to keep these about an hour long. Sometimes I run over though. Depends. Sometimes lots of people join in at the end. Sort of ask me to do stuff. And I will stick around if more people join in, but let's get these tracks going. I think what I want to do for the first bit is kind of have one of those like hooks that sort of like simple hook, short melody on the guitar, and then a build up into sort of a bit more complex stuff. Some reason. There we go. Something like that, if you know what I mean. Sort of hip hop kind of influence, but I'm not gonna rap if you're expecting that. I don't think I've ever done a rap before. I just play music. But I listen to a lot of hip hop actually. I listen to a lot of music for the production. Try and learn from different producers and stuff. Really interesting ideas. Like one of my favorite producers is Rick Rubin. And if you're wondering who that is, just look at your music playlist. He's probably produced more than half of it. He's pretty influential and important producer of the 20th century and the 21st century, ranging from like people like System of a Down to Eminem and Kanye West and Shakira, Red Hot Chili Peppers, all sorts of people, Foo Fighters. I think they definitely produced at one of the studios he's done some of those records at. He's worked with some big names. And if you study music production, I guess you get introduced to a lot of kind of people like that. So I love learning about that kind of stuff. Go on. There's Reese. How you doing, Reese? Chilling with the dogs, Isabel. Right. I think this part is going to come in after the bass. I'm going to play it early and then cut it off. Hold on. These headphones are flying off. I should use my I've got some studio ones actually. I just kind of use these ones when I'm listening to music or chilling. They're quite small and they fall off because I got long hair. next door's dog is one of those yappy terrier types. I don't think they do much training with them. They're barking at leaves flying off the trees and that. Like, let's give him something to bark about. Scrapping outside, I think. Hold on. I don't know why that is happening. It's sort of not recording there. Sorry. Let's go from the start. So when I was recording then, it was kind of cutting off for some reason. So I just sorted it out. So I just EQ'd it a little bit, put some chorus on there, and let's go. Bit of compression. So I get There's a bit of compression on there. So another thing I like to do at the moment, especially with this kind of digital style arrangement, it's not really, it's sort of half and half really. Digital. I'm using digital elements in this. Obviously, I'm playing a lot of live music with instruments like the keyboard and the guitars and stuff. But one thing I like to do when I'm using these sort of sounds is do a thing called I like to process the snare with some nice fat reverb on it. So at the moment, that's quite small now. That's a decay of 0.6 seconds, so about half a second. I'm going to give it quite a long decay. It's a bit too long. So on its own, that sounds a bit weird, I think. But in the mix, sounds a bit better. Tell you what, I could do some, like, let's put some percussion in there. So I'm going to do it digitally first. And then I think maybe this time, if or next time. Let's see how it goes. But I will add some analog as well. Let's just load it up a sec. How's that sound? Cheers, man. I don't know if you was listening to the last episode, but I lost the files to that song. So hopefully this one sounds good as well. Let's go. I like adding stuff like that later. That's a groove now, innit? Go on. Let's go from the start. What do you think that sounds like, Yeah, that's true. That's true, Reese. I can always create new ones. I'm gonna just put so this is another thing I like to do. So these progressive instruments, I'll just turn this reverb off a sec. That's what it sounds like dry. And what I like to do is I will sort of turn up all the wet signals. So dry signal is the original sort of clean signal that you start with, and then the wet is the affected signal, so the signal with the reverb on it, if you're wondering what that means. And so what I like to do is turn the wet signal all the way in, as I play with the effects, and then sort of bring it down in the mix and see what feels right. So that's a bit intense, but that's the point for now, and I'll show you how I fit it in now. Sorry. Still a little bit too big, actually. And then you just turn it all the way down. So it's mostly dry signal with a little bit of wet signal, so affected signal. And that affected signal has loads of reverb on it, but it's only just in the mix, and that is like a nice way to affect instruments and recordings. It works really nice on percussion. Also works nice on vocals and stuff. Is similar to kind of like parallel compression. Maybe I'll do a video on that actually, because that's a really useful thing. And let me know as well if you're watching this and you produce music. If you want me to talk about those kinds of things, just let me know in the comments. I don't mind explaining that. Actually, I like talking about it. I'm a nerd. I've studied it all my life. I love talking about it. Who am I kidding? But let's see how this sounds then. So that's just the percussion. Then we'll drop the rest in. Got the bass now. Cheers, man. So, let's get the bass going, shall we? Slap the bass. I can't slap the bass, but if you understand that reference, you'll enjoy it. Hold on. Let's get it sounding better. Just get sort the sound out on this a little bit. So play. I put in chorus on bass actually. So what I'm gonna do is, so I'm using Logic X if you're wondering, or Logic Pro. Keep changing the name, don't they? Is Logic, the latest version of Logic, and they have something on here called for guitars and basses, an amp designer and a bass amp designer. So when I put the bass amp designer on there, it kind of gives it that kind of noise, like a real bass amp. That sounds alright, doesn't it? So that's the bass amp designer, and now I'm gonna go for the pedal board, which is another cool feature. Well, we could do something weird, like octave. So like an octave fuzz. What do you think? I was going to put chorus on there. So. What do you think? I like the chorus. I've got a really nice chorus pedal, but the batteries are a bit dead. Super Chorus by Boss. They're not a sponsor, but I guess I've shouted them out now. Send me some free stuff, please, Boss. I'll definitely use it. Let's see with the octave fuzz. I don't know. Let's go. Let's just see where this takes us. Yeah, I can't understand the notations. I don't like it with the mix. Let's get rid of that. One more time. I'm gonna go for a slow groove. It's not gonna finish like that on that thing, but I just find it funny because when I'm recording it, I always finish on the cadence like that because the reason you do it is because you got to go back and cut a little bit, so you want to play in time right until the end and give yourself a bit of a tail, just so you can cut the tail off when you're editing the tracks later. So what do you guys think of that? Brand new track for you. I'm pretty happy with that. And like I said at the start, I just come into this completely blank, have a little noodle before I start, and then on the guitar, and then just sort of let it all flow. And this is just one of the processes that I like to write songs with. I mostly just sort of sit down with a guitar quietly and sort of work out some music when I'm trying to write something really sort of impactful. But this way is also like really fun way of producing and stuff. Certainly better than the crap that Dan Muppet's got on outside. He's a local waster. Pretty sure he's a drug dealer. Drives a sports car, works for the Chinese delivery. If you know, you know. And I don't give it. I don't care. You little worm anyway. Pretty happy with that. And it's like that always make me laugh. So I think today that's gonna be it. And then next week we'll work on the next section and probably play some sort of lead part over it. Got some ideas for the lead. I want a new section as well, so we're starting on A minor. So I think it needs a major lift. And one of the things I like to do is I like to go to a major seventh, which is outside the scale. And I'll show you guys how I do that next week. I think there's really interesting sort of feel to it. I do it. I love doing it actually. It's I love the major sevens. I just think they sound really cool. It's a really nice number of the code. But yeah, if you've been watching, thank you. If you missed it, you can always watch it back. And I'm here every week, Thursday, 6 p.m. It's a regular thing. Like, share, and subscribe if you can. You just need to sign in. It's all it is your Gmail account. I'm pretty sure you've all got a Gmail account. So it's not creating a new account. It's just Google and YouTube are the same thing, pretty much. They're connected, and it just makes it easier. You can enjoy these videos a little bit more, and leave some comments, and you can like and share and stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll be back same time next week. I'll see you all soon.